video, you're going to learn how to attach bands and borders. Here is our favorite method of spacing stitches evenly. First, we are going to divide the work evenly. Lie the work on a flat surface. Then divide the edge into even sections. Place a pin at each end of the edge. Take a colored length of yarn and cut to length from one pin to the other. Fold the yarn in half and mark the central point with a pin. Repeat this process to mark the quarter points. Now you only need to divide the amount of stitches by the number of segments you have made. With the right side facing, insert a needle through the fabric from the front to the back, between the first and second stitch and from the edge for a neat finish. Wrap the yarn around the needle and pull the loop through to form a stitch, almost treating the fabric as if it was the other needle. Continue in this way along the whole edge, picking up the required amount of stitches between each pin. Next, we are going to sew on a band. With the right side facing, it is common for the end of the row to be looser than the beginning of the row. Therefore, when working a cardigan, the right front side edge will be looser than the left front side edge. This is why it is important to count the rows of the bands to ensure they are the same length. Buttonholes can also distort the length of a band and make it appear longer than a band without buttonholes. When knitting bands separately from the main garment, increase an extra stitch on the inside edge of the band for sewing up. Work the whole button band first, counting the rows as you go. Pin, then sew on, using flat stitch slightly stretching as you go. Continue to sew on in flat stitch, but don't bind off until you're sure the band fits. Next, we are going to graft the two bands together at the center back neck to give a flat seam. Lie the bands together with right side facing. Taking a third needle the same size, insert the needle into the front of the first stitch of the front band through to the first stitch on the second band, and knit both stitches together. Work the second stitch on both bands in the same way. Then bind off the first stitch over the second stitch. Work the next stitch from the front and back bands, and bind off. Continue in this way to the end of the band. Grafting together this way will give you a flat seam that will lie properly at the back of the neckline. That's it, you're done. Happy knitting!